is the MLB really juicing baseballs like Justin Verlander says? Let's talk about that. Hey guys, Chris Sloan here with Bad Baseball and SelectBaseballTeams.com. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click the bell icon to keep informed of new stuff. Also, be sure to head over to SelectBaseballTeams.com and check out our new book, Building a Travel Baseball Organization from the Ground Up. It's a great guide for those looking to get into travel baseball and just some tips and tricks that we've learned over the last 15 years. Okay, so as of recent, if you haven't heard, Justin Verlander has raised a bit of a stink that he feels like the MLB is juicing baseballs. And I got to really thinking about it because Justin seems to cry a lot here lately. See the example of him crying about someone not getting paid enough or what have you. But so it really got me to thinking and just kind of wanted to ignore him. Then I started to look at the situation just a little bit more. MLB now owns Rawlings, and Rawlings is the primary baseball provider for the MLB. All in all, that doesn't say a whole lot, but they then have a lot of control over what actually goes into the product, how it's produced, how it's manufactured, and they've actually even stated that they've made them more aerodynamic than what they had been previously, allowing them to have a little better flight path. So if there's any way to do that, the MLB figured it out, right? So that's clue number one that tends to actually make me kind of believe what he's saying, because now we have a company that owns the league, also owns the baseballs, and can control the manufacturing process from start to finish. So that's your first clue. The second instance that I think I see that really supports that is just the overall number of home runs we're seeing in the league right now. In general, you know, the pace that we're seeing from teams is something that we haven't seen historically in a long time. And so when you go back to step one, which is, you know, there's a focus in a game that has lagged a bit. I mean, I love baseball, but it tends to be a slower sport. You're sitting in the heat. It's not something that's inside and air conditioned and that sort of thing. So the fan draw sometimes can lag in cities that have a lot of heat and that sort of thing. So there needs to be that excitement or whatever it is to get people to fill the seats and pay the ticket prices, right? Especially when you have almost 200 games a season, you know, it can definitely lag from night to night. You know, I mean, look at the teams in Florida. You know, they can't hardly get anybody in the stadium at all. I mean, they're fixing to split their team into America and I don't even know what they'll be. So so you have that scenario. So again, now you've got two things. You've got the league owning the baseballs and a record number of paces. And again, I still wouldn't fully believe him until we got to witness the All-Star game the other day. For those of you that have been hiding under a rock, let's just preface that this is the third reason that I believe that that Justin could be right and the MLB is actually juicing baseballs. So in the All-Star game the other day, Vlad Guerrero Jr. broke Josh Hamilton's single section record, or whatever you want to bracket record, and hit 40 home runs. Right? Everybody wanted to talk about Josh because that's still the one that, you know, is solidified in everybody's mind of how many home runs he hit in that event. And then Vlad proceeded to hit 91 home runs during that home run derby. If there is any sign that they're using basically tennis balls and tennis rackets at this point, that would be it. So my thought then was, I don't understand why they would do that. I mean, I guess you're ultimately trying to drive everything for the runs and the score, and that brings people in. Obviously, it's totally going to jack with historical records and numbers and all kinds of things like that. You know, and to me, it goes back to, okay, well, we can't have players using illegal substances, right? But the league can actually alter the game in that way, which to me is it's kind of cheap. I mean, you know, if you think about it, why don't you just give the guys fungo bats then and let them hit those, or just give them metal bats? Heck, I mean, if that's what we want, right? You know, I guess they're trying to find a way to make it safe still, but allow home runs. I'm not really sure the reasoning why. But in my opinion, it's like if you wanted more home runs, just give them all metal bats. I mean, what do you think they're going to do then? We'll have guys hitting 600-foot home runs with, you know, highly built metal bats. I mean, make them composites. Heck, give them bats that I see these 12-year-old kids hitting 300-foot home runs with and see what happens. I mean, you know, you have guys dying out there. So personally, I'm not a fan of it. I actually think Justin could be right that they are doing something to the baseballs that's having a significant impact on the number of home runs. But I want to hear what you think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you believe that the MLB is actually behind juicing baseballs and making them leading to more home runs, or is it just, you know, a coincidence that we're seeing this high number? So again, thanks for checking us out. Obviously, be sure to check out some of the other videos we have. And again, be sure to check out our new book over at selectbaseballteams.com if you're interested in starting a travel team yourself. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.